Siema, z tej strony Alice Big Bad Die. Zaczynamy zabawę z grą Baldurs Gate 3. I sam Cesarz prosił nas o pomoc, więc my mu pomożemy. Zobaczmy, co my tutaj mamy. Wichrowa krzawek, aż się prosi, żeby ją zrzucić stamtąd. I tak zrobimy. Ale rzuciłem heksa na kogoś i ten ktoś jest bardzo daleko stąd. O! Ma sobie karku.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
Cesarz. O, ale siłacz.
Got it.
Kurde, ci nie są ciemniejsi. Jeszcze jedna. To jest czas, żeby na wszystkich rzucić, no? Na naszego cesarza dzielonego. Można chybić leżącego. Jest. O, to jest podtrzymywane też, kurde. Racja, dobra. O, i minęła końcówka.
I must heal.
I'm ready.
Dalej mnie mocno leją. Kurwa! No. No!
Ready.
To taki buff jest obszarowy. Koncentrację. Trzeba będzie tego używać. No. Wreszcie.
Should have wished.
Thank you. That was too close. Don't look at me like that. I'm a mind flayer. Yes. Without me, you would be a slave to the absolute.
Cześć, ze mną rozmawianie z Karlach.
Indebted to a bloody mind flayer.
Będziemy mili.
If I'd known you would be so open-minded, I would have saved myself a lot of effort. But I'm glad you're not here to judge. It's like I said before. I'm just like you.
No nie mam macek na przykład zwisających z głowy.
An adventurer. I came
O.
to Baldurs Gate.
Odzyskał te.
To be constructed.
Odzyskał wspomnienia.
I longed for more. That longing brought me to Moonrise Towers on a search for treasure. To a colony of mind flayers who caught me, changed me into what I am now. For years, I served the Elder Brain, the one you know as the Absolute. I was a thrall like any other, but I was fortunate. I broke free and started a new life in my old city. I sustained myself on criminals. Unglamorous, but there are plenty of them, rarely missed. and they fueled me when I did my work. I had the good fortune to meet Duke Stelmane. We formed a partnership, and through her, I became the governing force behind
Ej, to jest ciekawe.
the largest mercantile operation in Baldurs Gate. People referred to me as the Emperor. Such was my influence, though of course they had no idea what I really was. My needs were sated. I was happy for a while, until my true nature was discovered by the tyrant himself, Lord Gortash. He tore me from my home and brought me back to the brain, where I became a slave once again. A slave he continued to call the Emperor.
Też ma koronę.
Was intended as a slight, to remind me of the heights from which I fell. But I have grown fond of it. It encapsulates well who I've become.
Dlatego też był jeden z wybrańców kolonii. Zacznijmy od tego, musiałeś jeść mózgi łożyńców?
Them than potential future allies, like you.
Tak, bo im muszą mózgi przyjeść.
Indeed. His hubris knows no bounds. To enslave me, that was his nature. But to enslave an elder brain, a questionable decision. I shall look forward to sharing his downfall with you. We fought to tame Prince Orpheus, the son of Gith herself. His power has been the source of your continued protection against the voice of the Absolute. The power to disrupt hive mind communication. It is the same power that enabled Orpheus's mother to bring about the fall of the Illithid Empire eons ago. A power she passed on to him, and that I leveraged for you. When Orpheus's mother left, a usurper took her place. Blackith declared herself queen of the Githyanki. Blackith wanted his power, but Orpheus rose against her, and so she sealed him and his honor guard within this prison. Bound by infernal chains, Orpheus could never leave. Bound by duty, his guard never would. They were close to breaking my hold on that prince. And if they had succeeded, we would be lost. I am relieved. You have embraced your potential enough that you could help me eliminate them. Alone, Orpheus will be much easier to control.
Czerwę przewleki tak ciała. Zabili. Rozkazałem nam...
Most certainly Orpheus. He is a threat to her reign. Some Githyanki still revere him in defiance of their teachings. Blackith was safe as long as they believed him to be dead. But as you can see, he is very much alive. She kept him this way because she was reluctant to eradicate such power. Power that she might one day wish to take from him. If the Githyanki ever find out what she has done, there will be civil war. Blackith will be finished. A very good question. One that I have been unable to answer. That Orpheus lives at all is ruinous to Blackith. She has done everything in her power to keep his existence a secret. That Gortash and the Chosen found out about it. This is impossible to explain. But it was important enough to them that Gortash sent me to retrieve it. The moment I found it, I felt a change. My free will returning. I followed the feeling inside and found Orpheus. I realized what the prison was for. Containment. While my body was within the prison's bounds, my mind was free. I could could resist the Elder Brain, the Chosen. Better yet, I could plan to overthrow them. All I needed to do was subdue Orpheus and find allies in the outer world. You. There may come a time when that is necessary, but there is no guarantee that his power would survive his passing. The risk is too great. The moment his protection is gone, he would become enthralled to the Elder Brain. We may look different, but to the Elder Brain we are already the same. Thralls in its design. I appreciate that, but this is what I am. My original body was destroyed when I transformed. When I first escaped the Elder Brain, I searched for a new vessel, but the longer I inhabited this one, the more it grew on me. I realized that returning to my former self would only impose limitations. Any advantage I could gain by restoring my original appearance, I already had to hand in the form of magic, and that humanoid shape you've come to know. As an Illithid, I have far surpassed who I ever was before. You, too, should embrace this change. I believe we'll have a better chance of defeating the Elder Brain if you embrace your latent Illithid potential. I've been studying you for a while now. I believe I can trigger the next stage of your tadpole's life cycle, while continuing to preserve your independence. You have seen what I can do. Imagine yourself with the same strength, the same intelligence, the same devastating beauty. If you let me, I can evolve you.
No i nie wiem.
You will be able to do things you never thought were possible. There will be physical alterations, of course, but only partial. You will retain most of your current form, and you will soon see that the benefits outweigh any perceived loss. The answer is twofold. One, I can, but it would kill you, as I told you before. Two, why would I? You have done well with the limited form you have, but you would do far better as an Illithid. So, do you wish to evolve or not?
Czy będą go zmieniać swoją postać? Zastanawiam się. Kurde. Dobra, zróbmy save i wczytam najwyżej zaraz. Zobaczmy to.
Well, certainly brave of you. I'll say that much.
You continue to surprise me. Your mind is truly something special.
No już. Nie przysmak dla ciebie.
Now, hold out your hand. It wants to evolve, but it cannot do so alone. It must commune with another.
The tadpole screams for growth with painful intensity. It has been starved of life, of purpose. If you let it, it will evolve you, just as the Emperor's.
A tadpole, nurtured by the psionic energy of the astral plane, cocooned here for millennia. It has become extraordinary.
A coldness seeps through your veins as the tadpole awakens, its yearning almost unbearable. Your mind is a veritable feast. The tadpole's essence courses through you. Where it touches, your flesh, glands, organs contract and flood with pure thought. You feel different. Your body has never felt more connected. Your mind present in every flex
Nie zmieniłem się.
or muscle.
You are exquisite. When your allies see what you can do, I hope you encourage them to try it for themselves. But we mustn't lose focus. We
To
need
jest...
to resume.
Tak miało być?
You heard the chosen. The brain has gone to the city, and the army marches to follow. We must not let them reach it. We must find the brain and bring it under our control.
Let's move.
Lot. Mogę latać. Dobra, awansa. Aż się zmieni się mój wygląd, coś takiego. Dobra postawa.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
Bez rzuconego czaru nie można użyć już nigdy więcej. Przemiana w co? Dilofozaura, w dinozaura może się przemienić. Ta postać, giermek żywiołowo. Co mi te sztuczki?
No one's stopped me yet. Catch a break.
Ciekawe, czy to będzie działać w ogóle po przemianie. Buty.
Still breathing, despite everything.
The orb hums with cerebral magic, permeable.
A, mam nowe moce.
Within it,
Zobaczmy.
Key Prince is as silent
Tak
as
jest droga.
but for the murmur of his powers being siphoned away.
Czarna dziura. Złudna bestia. Ile mam ich jeszcze? 2. To jest dobre. Także znajdę jeszcze jakieś robaczki, bo w sumie tu czarną dziurę też bym wziął.
I have something to ask.
Feels wonderful.
Cesarz. Dobra, wracamy. Ojej, co się porobiło?
With haste. What's hiding here?
So, there's been a mind
On swoje się zmienił.
artifact or astral prism the whole time we've had it. Sounds like utter. The more I learn, the less I understand just why I was sent to retrieve that thing. I do not serve Shah anymore, nor the Mother Superior, but I digress. Did you want?
To chciałeś ze mną porozmawiać.
I haven't even dared to use the more benign forms of illicit powers. Do you really think do you know what this entails? Well, of course you do. But I don't want that for myself.
Fascynujące by było Lazel przemienić w Łupieżcę, a się wkurwi pewnie teraz.
Communes with Lae'zel's. Her heart.
Orpheus, Gith's only son. He led. It is not the Gate visitor that Vlaakith would destroy and Voss would set free. It is Orpheus, the blood of the mother, the prince of the comet. Listen close. The Emperor spoke only in half-truths. For you to... Long ago, when we rose up against our gay slavers, Mother Gith made for the Hells to secure. Tiamat gifted the Githyanki our red dragons. Gith
A, stąd mają smoki.
and Tiamat's envoy proclaimed Vlakith, the first Vlakith of many. It is Vlakith 157 whom my people now call Queen. Yes. Our current queen has claimed undeath and reigned for 1,000 years. But it was the first whom Orpheus tried to slay. Orpheus is Gith's only son. He led his mother's own honor. It was Kithrak Voss himself who slayed the prince in vicious battle. Or so the Varshas teach. Yet the Prince of the Comet's been with us, subdued by that. Should Orpheus go free, he would tear Vlakith's empire to pieces and build new glory from the scraps.
Okej.
The seed and the sower. Every word Voss spoke, he spoke true. Orpheus is the living proof of the Queen's lies. One word from his lips, and the people would doubt. 2 words, and they would rage. If the Githyanki are to be free, the Prince of the... What about him? The historical slates describe Orpheus as a fearsome, so mad with power, he'd smash through the Githyanki Empire and deliver the shards to, and glowing with such psionic force that he and his red dragon blazed a trail through the skies. Lies, of course. Vlakith spread a false image of Orpheus as monstrous betrayer, and she was right to fear him, I'll grant her that. So great is the comet, it could shatter her reign. The Emperor may be loathsome, but it's right. Orpheus can disrupt a gay hive mind. A talent like that makes the Prince Why destroy a weapon like that, when you can contain it in a relic and keep it for yourself? A weapon is only an asset for as long as it is. The means of Vlakith's own end has been ripped away from her. But better to risk the rise of Illithids than let the Prince of the Comet deny her the godhood she craves. Orpheus is honor guard, loyal to the end. Trapped by Vlakith in the same prism holding their noble prince. They see us as geich, tadpoled husks in the Emperor's throat. I regret their deaths. But I pledge to live as they perished, in the service of Gith's son.
Okej. Myślałem, że znowu zniknął Geja. Możemy stąd wreszcie wyjść? No teraz dopiero jak drugi skończyłem? Za filmy dłużej epilog trwał.
We must find where Gortash and Orin have established themselves, and take their nether stones.
Sorry, problemy techniczne. Znowu na golasa biegają. No.
Attention!
What's next, I wonder?
Best get going. Need to find.
Dobra, zajmijmy się eksploracją. Tu już nie wrócimy dalej wcześniej, co?
My former
Lecz.
will be watching, no doubt. Waiting for my return. We should do what we can to find them. What they know could help us.
Livington. To przedmieścia są.
Excuse me, I can't find my mum. She was sick. That was last 10 day though.
Czeka dzień.
Wow, thanks. I'll look for her. Thanks a lot.
Oh, yeah? Gonna get
What's up for discussion?
to butcher my wife and kid, are you?
I'm not paid to talk. If you want something, speak to Zenobia.
There is so much wrong with that name.
The place was empty. Keep those thugs away from my family.
Denuvia! Get these spotters out of my house now!
Arthur, sweetheart, you paid me and my boys to be caravan. If you want us to get our hands dirty, it'd be our pleasure. But that'll be extra.
This is my home. I may pride myself on my philanthropy, but I draw the line at being a heart. Zenobia and I are just navigating a slight contractual disagreement. Not that it's any of your concern. You don't exactly look desperate for girls. Very well. Get the job done.
Do you think you're clever coming in and under... We were about to make a bit of extra cash before you butted in. You owe the guild a cut.
Ktoś pierdol nie dostała.
Coalition unifying every criminal outfit in the city under one collective rule, from cut purses to contract killers.
O!
I think you're overestimating your abilities somewhat. Come on, boys.
I see those animals are out of the picture. Can we stay now? Or are you same way lots of us did? If you had the chance to put a roof over your family's heads after being on the run for Torm knows how long, wouldn't you? Make it quick if you can.
All's well that ends well, eh? I'm sure the guild will be in touch with any concerns. But you said you'd get rid of them. And I believe... Well, with Zenobia and the other... All right, they can stay. Now I have to figure out what I'm going to do. A room can wait. After what you've put me through, I need a drink.
Talk about. Not quite sure why you stood up for us like that, but I won't say I'm not grateful. You're the first person in this city to have our backs.
Good thing you sorted that out. I was...
Mogę się dogadać razem jakoś mieszkać? Kurde, bez...
Now we don't have to leave. I'm gonna build a big...
She's not brave, Ben. She's just learned to...
Don't give me trouble now.
Ojej.
At least here we stand a chance.
Cripples the clown, don't you?
Tu cyrk mamy.
Let's go inside.
If I was a Sharon, this is the sort of place I
Coddling these
would run.
vagabonds and don't give a rat's ass about honest citizens. Young lady.
Kłócą.
Not another protester. Go talk to Nestor if you must. I've got plenty on my plate with these Please, just...
The Flaming Fists are supposed to protect this good city, but they allow trash and vermin to take off. Oh. Another visitor, I see. Listen, we keep letting...
I thought cities were supposed to welcome folk of all walks of life. Clearly, I was mistaken.
Another bleeding heart. Piss off and take it elsewhere.
O, diabelstwa są.
Refugees can't stay here in Rivington.
Diseases. Any one of them could be a spy for the Absolute.
Back off and return to your homes. That's an order.
Donations? Do you know advice? The refugee, if you don't have anything to donate, you can get going. Nothing to donate. Then
If you want to chat, talk to Nestor.
You did me a real favor clearing all those ghouls. That old bonebag Ketherick had some fancy junk stashed behind all the cobwebs and piles of gore. Didn't you? Figured we only got the scraps you didn't have the strength to carry. Would I try to fool a sharpie like you? Have a look.
Wędka. Wędka czujności. Nie możesz zostać zaskoczony, chyba że wydarzy się coś nieoczekiwanego. Kamień zwrót Baldura.
Stay away from...
What's the story?
I've got a long road ahead.
Oh, hi! If you're here to save me again, I don't...
Moving in. I should speak up.
I'm busy.
Kurczak Fenton.
Glad to see you. Glad to see anybody, really. It was the low...
Here we are, Griselda.
I apologize for my husband and...
What was that, my dear?
Nothing, darling.
Amicus and Oh, God! Are they gonna see it? What happens if they don't see it? Yes! Oh, goodness, yes! I am... Oh, yes, you're lovely.
Jesteś good boy.
These people fleeing for their lives.
Diabelstwa.
Don't take that on yourself. You know. We made it alive to Baldurs Gate. Almost.
What? I'm bushed. I ran for... As if I could change that.
Here goes nothing.
Hail, friend. Forgive me, you're in no mood to talk about the weather. Is this your first time in Baldurs Gate? It's a fine city, isn't it? No better place. Used to be you'd arrive knowing you'd a full belly and a warm bed wait. These days, there's barely enough to go around. Add the refugees on top and, well, folk aren't feeling too generous. Tensions. That's putting it mildly. Some well-to-dos in the city donated enough to see the newcomers right for the time being. Only they didn't bother helping everyone else. Locals going without, well, too bloody right. They've gone soft behind those walls, forgotten what it's... I say we march round there and slit a few bellies. Remind them how much worse things could be. What do you say?
Co on gada?
Why does it matter? Innocence makes the blood run clean.
O, no właśnie. Nasza koleżanka.
You're the lick spittle who crushed the bone lord. Have you come begging, sniffing for our stones? Gortash won't like. You'll need to bleed and carve this city if you want to turn him to grave meat. He shivers at the thought. When you find the lordling, tell him Oren is...
So Oren is a shapeshifter. How long has she been watching?
I'll do it.
Chwilę zejdzie ze szlaku i już ktoś się morduje. No nie, to tylko winogrona i kurczaki.
Never felt an earthquake in Baldurs Gate before.
If you're here to fill an empty stomach, look elsewhere.
Back off! I found these apples.
What's inside? I take that.
Car. What were they thinking?
Kowal Gyldr Agdy coś tam.
Welcome. No doubt you came here to choose from my fire. Yes, I seem to have it all. Why don't we see if we can find the perfect weapon for you? I provide a personalized service for my customers. Tell me, how do you like to kill?
Mojego patrona raz niczym.
See? Playing to your strengths. Keeping things. And when you kill someone, what do you feel? I can see it in your eyes, though. One more question, if you'll... Do you think you could turn your weapon on those closest to you? You'll do so much worse by the time I'm done with you.
Znowu ona?
Still rolling in the muck, I see.
Serio?
Gortash knows you are coming. Knows you have the Bone Lord's stone. He'll find your weaknesses, stick a knife in the cracks and prize you up. Remember, his throat spits lies, but my blade carves.
She's toying with me. What does she want?
Ah, yeah. You! Try attacking me when my back isn't turned, you bloody coward. Is that so? You've got some evil I'll tell you now. You'll be seeing bloody double when I'm done with you.
O! Dobre początki plus 4, nie wiem, czy to dobre początki były. Kurwa.
Is that so? You've got some evil twin running
O, gdzie moje bonusy?
people round the back of the head. I'll tell you now. You'll be
Dało
seeing
się.
bloody double when I'm done with you. Well, I'm sure it were you. Ah, God's be damned, I don't know. I need a bloody drink. Go on, clear off. What do you want now? And go down to the...
Ja być handluję, tu pracuję. O!
I'll give it a shot.
A tu jest sklep, dobra.
Don't waste a step.
Girlfriend, hi. Want a blade? Or maybe a spear? You look like you know how to use a spear. By spear. What'd you say? Huh? There's nothing menial about serving Gildraw Angelion. He's a living legend. Do you know he's won best smith in Rivington 7 years in a row? And he says that if I move enough stock, I might even get to have a go on the anvil. Oh, yay!
Maszek do szkieletu. Listę.
Want more?
Ile to jest? Spoko. Tak mówicie?
My faith protects me.
All right, what now? What path lies before me?
Straight to the source.
A, że może gdzieś można skoczyć stąd. Tam jest droga do bram miasta, tak? To jest cyrk. Cyrkiem zajmiemy sił.
Something's on my mind.
I ain't looking to make friends.
No gadać tutaj. O, coś się...
We won't need to. If we do this right,
Penek.
for the damn hills.
Dobra, my będziemy kończyć. Dzięki, że oglądaliście i słyszymy się jutro. Spotkamy się w cyrku. Cześć!